Hey dudes, and welcome to the Leftover Culture Review. Welcome to the back of my mum's car. We're doing something that a lot of people do, which is go on a road trip to see my grandmother because she's awesome, and I've come up with my very own game. It's called Counting Trees, and it absolutely sucks. I got to 6 before I got bored, so really glad you came here because I've been saving some battery power to check out Digimon. So a couple of years ago, Bandai released the 20th anniversary Digimon, which looks and feels exactly like the original ones I used to kill as a younger bruiser. But there are a whole bunch of new features packed in this tiny device, so I thought I would just at least check it out. And I don't claim to be a Digimon master. Mostly what I try and do is keep it alive just enough to get the Digimon that shoots its own poop. And in the first evolution, like in the first version, that is a Digimon called Numemon. So he's one of my favorites. I can't argue with how cool that ability is. But, and you guys probably already know this, but depending on how well you train and look after your Digimon, it'll change what it can evolve into. So you can feed it, you can train it, clean up after its mess, put it to sleep at night. You can look after it with some medicine. And if you do really well, you'll get a really strong, cool Digimon. And if you do terrible, you'll end up with a poop flinger like mine. So these re-releases, they use the original colors, the branding, and everything. The presentation for these original Digimon was always really fantastic. So I remember as a kid, a lot of my friends had Digimon as well as my brothers, and we were always comparing what we were doing to get what different evolution. Now that there's the internet, there's a whole bunch of different charts to work out exactly what kind of Digimon you can evolve. But yeah, I remember as a kid these being really social devices. They actually got you like talking, fighting, and exchanging strategies. And now I'm talking about them alone in the back of my mum's car with no one to play with. Mum's not even talking to me. She's got her headphones in, listening to inspirational podcasts, but that doesn't take away any of the fun. The 20th anniversary editions actually include like a one-player quest mode. So you can put your Digimon up against a whole series of different enemies that eventually get tougher and tougher. And just like in training, you mash that top button, you build up your power, and you see how you do. But if you are playing quest mode in tag team, you actually hold it down to begin with and it raises 1 meter, and then you mash it to raise the second power meter. So there is a few differences here depending if you're playing with one Digimon, playing with two. And I really love how they managed to enhance what the original Digimon were doing for the 20th anniversary release. But if quest mode sounds a little bit limited, and it kind of is, you can actually just pick up 2 Digimon devices. So I got a grey one as well as a yellow one, and these are the 2 colors I had as a kid. I remember when I had my yellow one, I got a Betamon. I was really excited because I was going to evolve into the poop slinger. But I actually ended up diving into a creek, not realizing that my Digimon was in my pocket. And as I hopped out of the water, I remember looking down and freaking out just as I saw my little Betamon fade away. So I ruined my Digimon that day. And this was like, again, before the internet, before we knew you could put electronic devices in rice. But who knows if that would have saved it. The creek was kind of dirty.
If you touch your monster well.
So, talking about the originals, there have been a whole bunch of updates in 20 years, and one of the biggest ones is that you can actually train multiple Digimon at the same time on the device. And this opens up a whole bunch of different options. In the Digimon device, you can do training And if you're just doing it on your own, like with one Digimon, you mash the button, you build up your meter, and you shoot. But if you do it as a tag team training, so you've got the two different Digimon training each other, it looks so much like that original training game from the original Digimon. So I really love that throwback. So there's 5 different eggs that you start off with the ability to unlock more eggs to train a whole bunch of different Digimon as you complete certain challenges and tasks. Some of them is like winning 50 battles, winning 100 battles, training 25 different Digimon, and connecting these devices with different Digimon devices. So there are a bunch of challenges, there's a whole bunch of eggs and a whole bunch of evolutions to try out and see what you come up with. So you also have the ability to save your Digimon, which would have come in so handy as a kid. Looking after these little things is a hell of a lot of responsibility, especially when mum gives you pocket money to go buy cat food and you end up spending it all on like Pepsi and Mentos, and she confiscates your Digimon for a week. It would have been really handy to be able to save it, lock it away, when you get it back, revive it. So you have that option in the 20th anniversary series as well. And yeah, I already mentioned the quest feature. It's great for like cool loners, and if you're just playing solo, I still obviously recommend picking up 2 different devices. Because there's nothing like the interface, like being able to plug these things together and watch them battle it out. But what I really love about battle mode is that there is a 20th anniversary battle mode, which lets you go up against another 20th anniversary Digimon, or classic battle mode, which looks exactly like, as you remember, you basically shoot fireballs somewhere in the distance, fireballs come back, and you see who wins. The classic battle mode actually works with the original Digimon devices, so if you have a few laying around, you can actually swap and combine them, which is, I think, a really cool nod to those people that just love Digimon and collect Digimon. The features here are awesome. There is also the ability to obviously tag team your Digimon as well as trade them through the battle feature. But I'm not here to show you all the different evolutions or all the different unlockable eggs. This car trip just isn't that long, and I don't really have all that much patience, but I did really appreciate the chance to pick up a device that looks and feels exactly the same as the Digimon that I had as a kid. And just to level with you guys, outside like these first wave of Digimon devices, I never really got into Digimon as a franchise.
Are you still doing that silly show back there? Wrap it up!
Yeah, Mum, I'm wrapping up now. Just hang on, okay? I didn't get into the cartoons, the action figures, the toys, none of that stuff. But I do really love a virtual monster device. So if you're looking for some more like scary, awesome digital devices, I've got the Woogies review right here on the channel, and that thing fell apart really quickly after, like soon after filming it. But there's a whole bunch of Game Boy games, things you can do while you are bored in the car. So if you're looking for some more ideas, you can find them right here.
Bruiser, enough! Cut it out!
Yes, Mum, okay, I'm wrapping up now. Cool device, check out the Leftover Culture review, absolutely appreciate the flashback, appreciate you guys tuning in. I better wrap this up, but stay tuned for some more Leftover Culture. Cheers, guys! I have been slowly working on my very own art exhibition because that's just what I like to do in my free time. And obviously I get sent to my room a lot because I need to chill out. So I have pulled together a whole bunch of pieces using nothing but a Mega Drive and a copy of Art Alive and a way to record the drawings to pull together some original artwork made using a Sega Mega Drive. And you guys can check it out over on the Leftover Culture Review. I'm really pleased with how the pieces came out and just what Art Alive is capable of. I can't wait for you guys to go and check it out. And stay tuned for some more Leftover Culture. Cheers, guys.